second time. All right. We're here with 3 artists actually, right? Y'all consider artists, producers, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna need y'all kind of like speaking to the mic a little bit. All right. Y'all need to. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So if y'all just want to introduce yourselves in the line, or you can just like.
I go by Sleepypop, but my name's Elijah. It's my boy WavyPenso. That's GoodnightCarcrash.
Yeah, that's a hard ass name, bro. When Pencil had showed me your music, he was like, bro, you should do a video for him. I was like, bro, I have to. You had that one song, it was like a rock song, and I was like, bro, we need to go to a rage room.
Talk about that punk shit.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that shit was so hard, like I couldn't believe it. And then the second song, and I was like, bro, Pencil, you put me on. And then I followed you on everything.
What the fuck's the story behind the name? GoodnightCarcrash.
I was fucking up basically, like, and my mom noticed that shit, and after she finished like saying what she needed to say, she was like, she called me a car crash. She was like, good night, car crash.
Yeah, I fuck with that
shit.
That's crazy. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna hop on this one.
That's on this one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's how you come up with your name, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Eli. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Go by WavyPenso, and my name is Penso. So yeah.
But you also wavy, right?
Yeah. But that's like.
Hey, you just a wavy nigga.
Honestly, like. Yeah, like it's not really much to be said about that. It's just, the name just came how it came. I got it in middle school, I would say. My homegirl, she fucked with me, and she was like, I made my name like Wavy_Pencil on some childish shit. And she was like, why don't you just name it WavyPenso? And then it was just that from there. Like, it was.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're gonna start off with a pretty general question here now. What got y'all into music, basically?
Probably this Jewish person that gave me guitar lessons. I don't know why I say he was Jewish. He was just very Jewish. Like, he was just like, he just seemed Jewish. Like, you knew he was Jewish. And he was just really fucking, like, adamant in me learning music. Like,
Do you still play guitar?
No.
Nah. Me neither. Hey.
That shit's too hard to, like, actually make music with.
That's crazy, though, because I was always into music. My dad was a rapper, actually. He used to rap. My uncle, he's a producer and a cameraman. He does all that entertainment shit up in New York City. For what's that fucking Good Morning? What's that? Not Good Morning. Something Democracy. Democracy Now. What's that? It's like a news station. But he's like all into entertainment media shit. So it's really in the family. My dad, he was a rapper. I used to grow up watching him rap and make music and shit. He already knows because his CeeLo connected with that shit too. Like we got roots in here.
So look. Okay. So it'd be my dad, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, my mom getting mad. CeeLo, shut the fuck up. Cause my dad going hard in the paint freestyling, you feel me? And then right next to my dad would be his dad. And so they would just be going like crazy and like just, yeah, like, yeah, everybody, yeah.
My Uncle Mo, Uncle Lo, like they all.
Yeah, everybody real tied in on some shit. But yeah, I would say like getting into music, it was like my dad, but like honestly, I was just always into that shit. Like I like, like my Instagram account, bro, like I literally made it set up to where it was like music video, a like white blank photo, and then like a music video, and like I had it like X's and music videos of just like music that I found cool and shit.
I feel like it's growing up in the culture too.
And yeah, that too, honestly.
I feel like we grew up like listening to all types of shit, you know, like I listen to rock music, I listen to R&B, Isley Brothers, all that shit, and it's just something that when you growing up and it's tied to your childhood, it means a lot to you. Like I grew up listening to Pac, I grew up listening to like people like Immortal Technique and like just like real hip hop shit, and it just becomes like you be listening to what they saying and shit, and it just connects to you, and you start looking up to these people. So I just started writing raps.
Saying that, what would you say your top 5 artists would be?
Yeah,
that's a hard one. Like if we talking strictly rap, because like I said, I listen to everything. Heavy metal, country, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I love good music, but if it comes to strictly rap,
name a couple.
If it comes to strictly rap, man, it's Mortal Technique and Pac at my top. Like they my top ones, and then after that, It just depends on the day. I love X. I love Juice. I love Bone Thugs. I love Ghetto Boys. I love UGK. I love any screw shit. Like, it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Like Houston oriented and like you
Yeah.
like stay at home basically.
Yeah, cultured.
Culture's at home.
Yeah.
The whole. All right.
So
My top 5 artists, just artists. Do they have to be rappers?
Yeah, it can be
anything, yeah.
Not people that paint though, but like.
Okay, no,
the
obviously. Top five artists. At my top favorite, I would have to say probably X. Yeah, I was a big X fan. Yeah, I liked X back in middle school. I was a diehard X fan, going through my little emo phase and shit. You know,
that whole little
going through my emo phase.
situation.
Or going through about him getting dying. Yeah, that shit sucks, bro. They taking everybody out like left and right, and you just don't know like when your time is gonna be. That's why like you just gotta live. I feel like to me like you just gotta live every day like it's your last. But
People should also,
Yeah.
like when you're in that position, they need to start valuing their lives more.
True.
So I think Trippie Redd said some shit about that after the PNB rock shit. He said like these niggas need to have their security. They can't be
Security on.
yeah. Especially, like people think they're good in their hometown, but
And talking to
a lot of spiteful. Oh my bad.
They could probably still hear you though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it be happening in your hometown. They think it's all love, but you know, like a lot of grimy people, a lot of hateful, the envy, jealousy, all that is real motherfucker.
I feel like, all right, let's say you're caught without security and you don't have that thing on you or whatever. Bro, just give
it up.
Give it up, bro. Like, with the chain is like worth 30 racks.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
it's
I'm
not
sure
your
you
life.
got that shit in the bank.
It's not. It's not your life.
Stop
But
trying to have the pride and like.
that's
keep my shit on.
it's a culture thing.
No?
like yeah, it's shit that you worked for, bro. Like at the end of the day, like that shit as a like.
You think it's more valuable than your life?
Yeah, because when a guy has a gun to your
No,
head,
no.
Yeah, but it's not more valuable than your life, but it's just the priority. It's about
get what you're
it's like where you stand as a you know as a person as a man. Really, like, are you gonna let somebody just come in and take your shit and just be okay with it?
It's not
Like, yeah, in some scenarios, yes, but to me, like, I don't know, like, it's just you can't. I see why somebody would fight back for their shit if they like truthfully worked for it or earned it. You know.
No, I'm not invalidating. I'm not invalidating that. But this the thing about that is someone like you said, if someone got a gun to your head, you know you ain't got no weapons on you, right?
Yeah.
That you got to be smart about shit. Okay, you can always find out who did this, who did what, and do what you got to do to get that shit back.
Yes.
But in that moment, play it smart, and that comes with being tactical, and that comes with you know having some sense and some knowledge. But also I feel like you said, there's a lot of pride. I feel like he was I don't even know dude like that, so I can't really say shit, but I know he just came off like a very prideful person, and that he was the type of person who had that chip, like, I'm like he's saying, I'm gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to fight. And it's like you find these niggas just gonna shoot you.
Sometimes
Like
it's the
people
wrong fight,
people don't care about heart. Like you can have all heart all day, but people, it's cold. It's a cold world. So I feel like that shit don't really matter. But like I said, he got these security guards on payroll. They already paying him. They just not taking him everywhere, and that's what Trippie Redd. And Trippie Redd knows these people, so I'm a like he like close with the they was pretty close, and he know them, yeah. So I'm gonna go. I see where he's saying he knows the situation better, and like having your security, that's smart because you're not in the hood no more. You this type of person like you, and it's funny how they the only people dealing with this shit. Like you got all these rich people and stuff, and it's. I mean, it still happens. If you got things people want, you always gonna be a target. But I feel like you're a bigger target being in this culture, and it's a sad thing to be honest. Because I feel like when it began, it was supposed to be something uplifting, but it's like I said, a lot of things get twisted. Like you say, you take Black Panthers, and then how you get the Bloods and Crips from that, and then how that went that way. So a lot of things get perverted these days, and I feel like. That's just something we should acknowledge and say, yeah, that these are things going on. We get where they come from. We understand how they came from positivity, and we should push that more than anything else instead of just trying to bash the culture and just say throw away all of it. Because I feel like that's what people are doing now. Like people don't really know the culture and they don't respect it for all these reasons. They're like, oh, people only care about this. They only be talking about drugs, money, and shit. But it's because first of all, people trying to get paid, you know, and also I feel like. They don't really know the culture because it's more than that. This is like things that people like they strive for. These are things they strive for from having nothing. Of course you're gonna care about these things because you've had nothing, and all your life you've been told you ain't shit and you ain't gonna be nothing. So these are your like I said, flexing your symbolic things of yeah, right, nigga, out of spite. It's a spiteful thing, but spite is a good motivation. So
I feel like there's two ways to look at the situation. There's
always
there's a survivor like type of way, and there's like your pride.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. But pride is the devil. Pride is a motherfucker. Yeah. So yeah, either way you choose. You choose the way you want to live through pride. You're gonna be it's gonna be a lot of suffering. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be put in a lot of situations where you're gonna be tested on how much you value that so-called pride, and it's gonna put you through hell. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen it.
Maybe he also has some doubt, saying like, oh nah, he won't.
Or maybe, like I said, we don't really know the whole situation. I never like seen what actually went on. They could have just shot him anyways. They could have just like, I want to kill this nigga. I want to be the motherfucker who murked this motherfucker. Because like people are like that. Either way, you might just end up dead. So there's no really end of the day no right decision to preserve your life. At the end of the day, we all got to go. It's just like I said, it's a cold world. So, but it's just like I said, you got to be precaution. You got to be aware. Like I said, being smart and being tactful is being aware of all these situations that can occur and knowing your position, who you are and what position you're in and what you got to do. You got a family, you got brothers, you got sisters, you got all this that you got going for yourself and shit. You got to be aware of who you are and how all these people who look up to you and shit like that. And you got all these people at the same time, all this love. What's going to be more or match that is the hate and the envy and the jealousy. So just always be aware of that and then move how you want to move accordingly. No one, again, you can't just speak on, oh, they should have, would have, could have. At the end of the day, I don't know that dude. We all got our own lives to lead.
All right, so, damn, he really just went off on bro really give us like
the
all different perspectives.
No, my boy is a walking parable, no cap.
No, yeah, hell yeah. But I was gonna say, so back on topic because you said X and
okay, yeah. Let me just go through the rundown. Okay,
X.
So it would be probably like X. Yes, I really do fuck with Tupac. I like Tupac. I would say probably third. I ain't gonna lie, like we was listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers the other day. So we was sitting in the car, bro. It was me and Elijah. We was just driving. I brought the windows down and we was going into, bro, what? Red Hot. And my uncle put me on. Like my uncle used to play a lot of rock music. Like, and I would ride in the car with him and he would always play like Red Hot Chili Peppers. So like naturally, I kind of just knew the songs. Like growing up, like he instilled them in my fucking head. So it was like, yeah. So I fuck with Red Hot Chili Peppers. Fourth and fifth, bro, is it's kind of just freelancing. Like honestly, I really wouldn't say I just have favorite artists though. Like I have a lot of love, yeah, but I don't have.
But someone that you listen to a lot.
Yeah, someone
like if you were to look at your Apple Music right now and like.
Oh, who would be the most on my Apple Music?
Yeah, like someone you put on repeat besides those three that you just popped up.
Besides those three, who would be?
This motherfucker shit on repeat.
Yeah, like who would be on my repeat? Lately, I've been listening to. I ain't gonna lie, probably a little bit of Bash. I ain't gonna lie, he put me on. Bash is cool.
I put that one song
I fuck with Bash. It has good. His shit has really good replay value. I love it, and it's like it's cool. It's unique. It's southern. I like the southern tone to it. Yeah, the shit he says is pretty cool. Like when you actually listen to the lyrics and you break them down, it's fucking cool. I would say I actually listen to Elijah a lot and I listen to Malik a lot. I would say I listen to these niggas. Yeah, I listen
to the song that we did the music video for.
Yeah.
I don't even know the name. I just know it plays.
Farewell, yeah.
I just know it plays. I'm like, bro, I remember doing this shit.
If you're not fucking with Unified Atlantic, what the fuck are you doing at this point? Honestly, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
appreciate it.
Where's the camera? What the fuck are you doing if you're not fucking with this man? Like, come on now. But yeah, no, that would be my top 5, bro. Who would your top 5 be?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so curious to hear his top 5. This motherfucker's top 5 probably gonna be some shit, bro.
It's not like traditional rap, I think.
Alright, so one, I could name like 2 maybe. I can't, cause that shit's so hard.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
You like, if you really like music, you cannot.
Yeah, you can't.
Facts.
That's why I try to. I stick to truth.
Yeah, but fucking injury reserve number
Injury
one.
reserve?
Yeah.
Injury reserve.
Look this shit up after
I
this.
see.
See if we can put a little
Yeah, we gotta
snippet.
put like a snippet, whatever the fuck that sounds like, because I want to hear too.
Yeah. Injury reserve.
Danny Brown, number 2.
Okay.
Fucking Death Grips, probably number 3.
I've heard of Death Grip.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
What, you fuck with Death Grips? That boy dying over there. That boy dying over there.
And
Bro's about to fall out of his seat.
Whoever I play the most probably be like probably Slow Tie. A lot of Slow Tie, a lot of British rap.
Yeah, British rap is freaking hard, bro.
It's on the come up.
Just the way they pronounce words, it's just as a
Oh,
whole
yeah,
other shit.
like on
too.
that.
How can I be
Not
homophobic?
Essential C
My bitch is
or-
gay.
Bro,
You saw that Doja shit, that Doja song, and then she shaved her head.
I seen that she shaved her head. I didn't know. I thought she was just going through some shit.
Central.
nah, bro, did y'all see the freestyle on that podcast?
Of him?
Of him?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. It was good. It wasn't as. It was actually really good.
It
Yeah.
was hard as fuck.
it was dope.
No cap.
I mean, he had people like Travis Scott reached out, reposted his shit. Like a lot of rappers fuck with him, bro. And he's independent. He's not even signed to a label.
I feel like that's the magic of TikTok.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the magic of TikTok.
yeah, bro. Like,
fucking app.
you know how many people use that sound,
I be
bro?
using it. Yeah, it went viral as fuck.
It's crazy. Yeah, TikTok I feel like is a good platform for smaller artists to grow.
If you do it right, yeah.
You do good.
Almost like SoundCloud.
If you're
type of
ass,
thing.
they finna get on your shit.
Also,
Even if you're ass, like it can be a good
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Blow up. You can blow up.
Just how
You
crazy.
can blow up from being ass.
No cap. It's all about the publicity, bro. Like the
How you market and brand yourself.
yeah.
Like there's that one song that I don't know why I like it, but fuck, how does it go? It's like this is white boy. He's kind of big, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about?
The white boy.
You know what I'm talking about?
He got,
like-
he got curly
big,
hair.
like big,
Yeah,
or like
he-
big.
I mean, he's kind of a
That
little
little,
chubby.
that little baby sound alike.
No. I like him too.
Yeah.
He like-
He has that one song. It's like, bro, this how kind of good.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember how the fuck the song goes. They say stuck in my head all day. But that shit was like, I shouldn't like it, but I do. And like TikTok made me like it. Like, TikTok will make you and force you
Yeah,
to like some shit.
if you hear it enough,
So many fucking times on so many clips, like you're gonna be forced to like that shit. That's why it's like it's crazy how that shit works.
yeah.
Personally, I don't know how to use TikTok, so
I feel
Yeah.
like, bro, if you're trying to blow up nowadays, like, stick to fucking TikTok, make hella videos. Eventually, you're gonna post some shit that everybody likes. If you just do it long enough,
Yeah, no.
you're gonna blow up, bro.
I feel like the key to that is like relatability, though. Like,
Yeah,
there's something
exactly.
Yeah.
for-
If
like,
you post a lot of like things that people can relate to,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this in my family.
it's because it
my
relates
mom.
to the video.
Yeah,
The song speaks for itself.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
like,
some people use it as like a sound and just like do an action to the song.
Bro.
And
Yeah,
it's
like they're doing the dances and
Yeah.
shit like
that
that.
one guy who made the TikTok song about him being a stepdad. He like flexed that he was a stepdad. Bro had flexed that he was a stepdad, and he was like, "I'm the hard, like fuck that, like I'm taking care, of, like I'm taking care of their kids." And he made that shit hard, and bro, like TikTok,
Yeah,
bro,
and
like
then
that
people are
shit's
like,
crazy.
I'm proud to be a stepdad now.
Yeah, like you got motherfuckers who stepdads. It's like I feel that, like you feel me, like that's
solve
just
a lot of
crazy.
issues in America, bro. I guarantee you that shit.
Okay.
Let's do y'all run as a group, as a collective, or
So I would say currently right now we're in the process of working to like form something bigger than the three of us, really. That's what I would say. That's how I would answer that question. Like we really want to go off like energy and vibes and make sure all the vibes and the energy is right to where we can make all the shit that we want to make. Cause I feel like us three collectively plus my boys in the back that are not being seen on this camera that should be seen.
Will and
But shout out to my boys. They fucking crazy.
Hey, shout out to 8.2 and Sauce Taco, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
spin that camera.
look, don't sleep.
go ahead
Do
and
not
spin that
sleep.
shit around.
My boy Sauce Taco. My boy Sauce Taco making waves. 8.2. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, these the dudes that make everything happen, to be honest. Like Will been like 8.2, man, he been doing this shit with me for a minute now, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything is pretty much
Yeah. What do y'all want to do, basically? Not
make good music.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
God.
that.
No, for real.
Just make good music and I don't know, like we gotta have some longevity in this shit, you know. It's mainly right now, bro. We just in the process. We still like been doing this shit for as little time, and we do it all on our own. So it's just us growing. That's what we focused on, us growing and us being able to create the things we want. Because it's all there within us. It's just you just got to put in that work, and you can't shortcut experience.
Yeah.
You can't shortcut it, so you just got to keep doing it until you get it right. And that goes with anybody. Like anybody, really, I say this all the time, but anyone can rap, anyone can do this shit. It's just some people are really not. They lying to themselves that they willing to put in the work, and they don't. They be bullshitting. They don't be doing what it takes to get better. Because they want it for the wrong reasons, and those reasons aren't strong enough. Even if you want it for the wrong reasons, if that reason to you is strong enough, then you'll put in that work. But I just seen a lot of people who was like on the way with us, on this road with us, and it wasn't what they wanted. And I guess later on they discovered that and did what they, did their own thing.
He knows exactly who you're talking about.
But
We're not throwing any names out there.
yeah, I mean that's no shade. That's just you. I guess you got to find yourself. Sometimes it's hard to realize what you want.
Ask yourself.
Yeah, what you really want. Because people, like I said, this culture and the rap shit is put out everywhere, and then it becomes a whim to people. They see like the nice things about it, but it's really not. It's a lot of hard work. It gets really boring. It gets really draining. It gets really tiring.
I feel like that's why a lot of people that come up to you and be like, they'll be like, oh, like, it's easy to just, like, do this shit. Like, they make it sound like music is just, like, easy or, like, it's not something that takes time. It's not something that you have to show love to or, like, that's why I feel like a lot of people kind of step in and out of it. And they'll be like, oh, I'm a rapper for, like, a month. And then they'll stop rapping and then switch up to some other shit. But it's just, like, this shit is, like, something, I feel like it's disrespectful to people, like, who actually try to do this shit and, like, really trying to do this shit and really grinding and hustling and, like, working every night at this shit. Like, that's all we do. We sit there every fucking night, staying up, no sleep, fucking grinding, bro. Grinding to make, just so we can get one thing perfect. Like,
Yeah.
And that's, like, I wouldn't even want to be doing anything else. Like, that's the way I love spending my time, bro. And a lot of people, like, they act like that's what they really want, but, like he said, like, they don't want that shit.
You gotta look at it. If you want to really grow in that shit, and you're willing to put in the time, you gotta put the fucking time. If you really want to grow,
money,
money too, and the money don't come back that fast.
Yeah.
It's a long-term investment. It's a long-term thing because you invested in yourself. Or sometimes, there's a lot of snakes. There's a lot of people who trying to get you to invest in the wrong thing, because they see that you're hungry and you wanna grow and you're willing to put the money, but then they see that and try to make you you gotta put it into yourself, invest in yourself first and foremost. I'll tell you that right now. So,
y'all really want fame? Do y'all really want that?
Like I said, I feel like the fame thing is I can't speak for the rest of them, but I feel like the fame thing is just what comes. The fame thing just comes with like getting paid. Like you can't. I mean, depending on what you do, you really can't separate them. And if I could, I would. But you got to get known. You got to make connections. It's a connection thing. That's the thing about music. It's to bring people together. You got to realize what this shit is for and what it actually does. You go all across the world. You go to a concert. Simple as that. You go to a concert. You see so many people, so many strangers, and you see whoever's doing the show play that one song, and you see strangers just vibing, rapping the lyrics together, singing together like they know each other, like they're homies. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we went to like a
Don Tolliver.
Yeah, Don Tolliver.
Oh yeah.
We just like made friends there.
Yeah, no cap.
We made
that's music.
And then, like,
That's good music.
songs.
When you
That's-
make friends
people,
through
yeah.
the music that
That's-
you listen to, that's good.
So that would, but that's what I want, and I guess that would be fame. But I just want to make those connections.
Yeah.
I would say I wouldn't want fame. I would want people to like love me for me. Like I just want like everybody to just love me for who I am, like on some shit, and like really fuck with me genuinely, and like that, like I fuck with his personality, I fuck what he stands for, I fuck with like who he is as a person, like I see like that he a good person, that like, you feel me, like I want people to just like fuck with me, like yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's low-key why I kind of started this whole thing, is because I have like, well, for one reason of mine, some like a couple artists that hit me up, they're like, oh, I thought you were black. I thought you're African American, bro. I thought like they see a fucking chubby Hispanic guy come out of the car, bro. Like, bro, this is not what we thought it was. So that's why I kind of started this whole thing is like to get to know like the artists that I've worked with.
Yeah.
And, like genuine people, bro. Like I try to target like whenever I pick artists, I pick someone I have a connection with, you know? I had a connection with you when you hit me up. I had a connection with the next person, you know?
The moment you pulled up to like Elijah's crib, I just remember just being like, all right, bro, come on, get to the back of the house. Like, go to the back. Just go to the garage. Get the fuck, go in the room.
Like, bro, going along with the fucking story. And that's how I said like, I wanted to do the video even more because I felt more like we were becoming friends.
Yeah.
Over the whole like keeping it business.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's good people.
To business, I feel like I have no room for errors, you know? Like, I can't tell you what I'm feeling. I really have to just listen to you and then give you what you want. When I have that friendship, it's more of like,
he can give you his opinion.
Yeah.
It comes
what
to,
I can and can't do because, you know, I'm still small. So, but it's like, if there's something I can do, I'll be like, yeah, I can do it. Or if there's something I can't do, I'm like, bro, I just cannot do that. But like I said, I can only say that to people that I'm like, I feel close with, you know?
Yeah.
Someone with business, I'm like, fuck, now I got to find somebody that does that shit. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I feel like our biggest thing is probably just making people feel comfortable. And I would say like that's probably what our music is making people feel comfortable with being, you know, themselves and being them. And I don't know, I just like at the moment you pulled up, bro, I just wanted to fuck with you. Like, like I was just like, I fuck with you, bro. Like, you just seem like someone who was just like that I could like joke around with on some shit, or like just mess around with.
That you can joke around with, man. It's just like if you're hanging with someone too serious, bro, it just really kills the vibe.
It does.
Like,
that's
bro,
why I hate hanging out with Will.
Like, all right, stand here.
Will always kills the vibe. Fuck Will.
Yeah, and I can't work like that, bro. I can't work with someone that's too serious.
No, but
Serious about your music, yes. But if you're like serious about every little thing, bro, like I can't get something done, then all right, next video for next person, you know?
Yeah, facts.
So it's just like you really gotta work with me, you know?
He wants to make a good, like for all his artists, a good experience.
I feel that also comes with underestimating the process of creation. I feel like they underestimating what it takes to do what you do. I feel like coming from also, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Coming from where we do, we understand that there's a lot of unforeseen problems that happen, and it takes time and effort to create something. So we just knowing that we gonna work with you because you got something in your head. The hardest part is taking what's in your head into the physical.
Executing it. That's what we were talking about. Is that we have a lot of talk about doing certain things. We want to do this, do that. But the executing part is just the hardest part because now you gotta get like you said, we want to do like this whole trailer thing coming up for, I don't know, is it an album or
Foil Sick?
Huh?
Foil Sick.
Yeah. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's a tape. It's a tape we're coming out with.
Oh, okay. So it's like now I gotta like learn about it and I gotta like I gotta execute it basically. Like I said,
we gotta go through that process of creating. You know,
and it's not just a normal like let's go. You know,
he's just trying to eat. Yeah. I used to work. That just remind me. I used to work. But I personally don't give a. I personally don't give a fuck whether he's just smoking crack in the bathroom or some shit. But I used to work at the Family Dollar over there off near the Fiesta.
Family Dollar gets no respect. Everybody gets like.
Bro, I used to let them. Look. I used to let them steal.
That's the most violent.
Look,
bro, we live next to a fucking Family Dollar. People steal in the middle of the day, walk out, not giving no fuck.
I don't give a shit. I didn't give a shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. One thing I noticed most of the time, it be people stealing shit like baby formula and baby shit. Yeah, like shit so I didn't give a fuck. So honestly, I didn't give a fuck. Fuck Family Dollar. But I had my manager. He's just like this African dude. He'd be like, Watson, they stealing. He'd accuse everybody stealing. That dude got cursed the fuck out every night. I remember this one black lady, she went off on him, called him like some African, like I don't know what the fuck she called him. She just called him some crazy shit, and he was just getting torn like laid in.
We actually got a couple stories from Family Dollar, bro.
We got hella stories.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I hated working there too. It was so much drama.
We had this like, I don't know, man. You really gotta tell this story.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Which one?
Young God, which one? Man, we had a couple of them, bro. It happened like all at the same. We went this one time and like 3 things happened all at once, and we were like, bro, we gotta go home.
All right, I'll tell him the one. I think I know what you're talking about. Basically, we were in the Family Dollar, and we're checking out. We got our shit. We're checking out, and this guy with his wife, they're arguing in the fucking line, all right, and like screaming and shit. They're putting their shit on the counter, screaming at each other and shit. And she hops out the store, and me and Alex, our stupid asses are laughing like
We're dying.
We're like
behind him, right
we're
behind
like
him. Cracking.
faces. My face was red. Me and Alex are cracking the fuck up, bro.
We're not
Cause
trying to laugh in front of him, so we're holding that shit in.
dog, when we're in public, like, bro, if we see something funny, we can't hold that shit in. We're just gonna start dying. And so we're cracking up, and I say like, I say some stupid shit like, "Happy wife, happy life." this man turns around. He's like, "Nah, happy wife." I'm like, wait.
What?
I'm like, wait. What you mean? Like, he's like, "Nah, fuck the wife. Like, it's about me. Like, I'm supposed to be happy."
Yeah,
he started getting off on me, like going off on me. He's telling me, "Don't get married."
He
blah,
going
blah,
through
blah.
it. He going through it.
Yo, I think he touched my chest. He was like,
Nah.
He was like that. He was like that. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And so then,
You have a mental breakdown.
all right, he's putting his shit in. He gets back to the register, and he starts fucking, bro. On God, the most like out of 10, the lady was a 4. Not gonna lie, like. I ain't trying to do it like that, but I had to do it like that. Like,
2 extra points.
bro, she was a 4, solid 4. And this man's like, "So what's up?" Like, this man's
Goes up
spitting
there.
game to the cashier after he just
And
told his wife to get the fuck out. Yeah.
Yo.
Your wife just left. He's like, "I don't care." And
I don't care.
He's hitting on her.
He's like, "You still fine? Like,
Yeah, you fine as
when you
hell."
gonna let me take you out?" Like,
yeah.
and when me and Alex are
We're
bro, we're
done.
rolling on the floor, like cracking the fuck up, bro. Oh my
And
god.
he fucking hits him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm like dying because the way you fucking reacted. And then he stops. He turns around, looks at the cashier. He's like, "Man, you fine as hell."
Yeah. On God, he said he's like, she was
just
oh,
like
you
that.
fine as hell. Yeah, like,
Yeah, straight
like
up to
that.
the cashier, and the cashier's like,
It's like, ooh, like, oh fuck.
yeah, she's like, "Your wife just left." He's like, "I don't care." And then he just fucking like,
Man is
Some
a
girls
dog.
like that.
Yeah. Hey, some girls like that aggressive shit.
Girls fuck with
working
that
at
shit.
McDonald's, she probably
I
like
think you
that
need
shit.
to do a documentary of that man's life.
No, on God, we should go
Crazy
find him.
shit.
Fucking.
Find
He
him.
was a crackhead.
Bring him to the
Like,
podcast.
no like bald patches everywhere on his head,
Man.
beard all messed up.
I feel
Someone
like
said
they
that
do
dude
that
was
shit on
looking
the
for
daily
him.
though. Like they stay getting in arguments. Like, toxic ass crackhead couple.
Okay.
Drugs. Drugs.
All right, so let's get back on topic. About high school, because I see someone had asked y'all about. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Oh,
About high school. About
God,
y'all went to the same high school?
No, we didn't.
Okay. I know he went to a private school.
Y'all both went to high school?
Yeah.
Same high school?
Same high
Yeah,
school.
we went to a high school.
That was a private school, right?
Yeah.
How is it? Like y'all went to public school and then private school? You know?
Yeah, I was like,
How is it different? The private school and public school?
Shit.
Because I feel like there's a big ass difference between like the kids that go there.
okay, so like I would say, okay, growing up and shit, like I grew up like around like, you know, yeah, like you feel me? Like I grew up in like A-Leaf and shit, so I was just always around like people that, you know, didn't have shit or whatever. You know, I got to see that like ugly side of things. Like I seen, you know, I had people that I could relate with that, you know, we didn't have everything, but at the end of the day, you know, I fuck with you, you fuck with me, and I'm gonna turn you to my family. So that's like for instance, like my boy Sosa Taco, like I knew him just because we was both in the apartments, both living there for fucking years on years, bro. And unfortunately, my boy Wade just came back from Dallas and moved right back in them hoes. But he gonna be out them hoes, like. But we just grew like growing up and shit. And you feel me? He just became my family naturally because we came from the same environment. We came from the same shit. We know the same shit. Like he familiar with it. So then that leads me to basically like that's what I knew going up all the way to like 8th grade. And then my mom, like, you know, love my mom. She wanted me to be in a better situation. You feel me? She wanted me to be taken care of, and she wanted me to not be around bad people. So she applied for, you know, tried to get me into or she did get me into the school that I went to. And then, you know, I was
I feel like you're.
yeah, I mean, like I love my high school, like yeah, I love shout out, we had Matthew Bolin, he was cold as fuck. But so yeah, like getting to high school and shit, like I had just seen a complete flip, bro. It was like I just stepped into a whole different fucking ball game. Like I was surrounded by people who literally had like, you know, everything, and like at the they were taken care of like for generations and generations. And like seeing that shit at first, you know, I had a little bit of like I used to hate that shit. Like I like people used to make fun of me and shit because like I kind of dressed a certain way, or like I kind of didn't know, I hadn't found myself yet. Like I wasn't used to all like this preppy shit. Like it wasn't me. So I was like, had to get used to that shit. I had to get accustomed to putting on a fucking suit and tie. I had to get accustomed to, you know, talking professionally and handling myself well in any given situation. So like going to that, like doing that shit, like it made me like who I am today. Like I met so many people who are at a level that I strive to be at, like financially, just at a point of, or just at life, like they're just at peace with themselves. And I see these people, they got peace with themselves, and they're trying to instill into their kids what they want them to just follow the legacy, follow what they've been creating. And that's all that high school was, bro. It's all just that high school was just legacies on legacies of people who just been valued, like getting money, getting more income, getting their name more richer, you know, like, and I see that shit and like.
Did it motivate you at all?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was gonna go with it. Like it motivated me to like get that shit, because like I didn't have that shit, and I wasn't fortunate enough to like have all the shit that they have. And I'm not to say that what I have wasn't any lesser, because I love what I have. Like at the end of the day, like the shit that I have is more genuine to me. Like the shit I have like really means something. I value it like 10 times more than, you know, they probably would, like some little shit. And like I got to see that ugly side of thing, but I also got to see the like where I could be if I just played my cards right and like be around people who are fucking business savvy and motivated to like actually do something with themselves. So like, yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. Like it took me in a whole fucking like being around straight like white people, and you know, like I only seen white people at the rodeo before that shit. Like I would only go around the rodeo and see white people, and I'd be like, oh shit, like that's like, you feel me, like I ain't never, you know. But now like I can pull up to Texas A&M, and shout out to my boy Grant, I could pull up there and go smoke a bowl with him, like, and you know, like everything's good and he'll take care of me. And it's not like fuck color, everything aside, like you my homeboy, you my brother. Like we done had like, they'll put us in like fucking church retreats and shit, and not church retreats and shit, like I didn't mean to say it like that, but you feel me, like they put us in the church and had us like bond on a different level, and like they forced us to do it, and naturally like you kind of just wanted to do it, and like you formed like relationships with people based off of like just God, and you know just being in touch with God and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. So that whole fucking like high school shit, worst experience, not worst experience, the best and worst thing about being an artist. My bad.
Shit, you got that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down the line.
It's
It
like
can be
the point of doing it is to like connect with people, and I guess that's the best part. And the worst part is like not being able to do that, because it takes a lot of fucking energy and work.
Yeah,
like you gotta like actually try to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not good at that shit, that's definitely the worst.
Is there anything specific though that you just like, man, fuck this? Like,
Sleep
shit.
probably, and like your sanity.
Yeah, mental health, basically. Yeah.
I think that's the
How it really takes a toll on you.
Yeah,
making music.
when you don't like treat your body right, your mind goes to shit a lot of the time. And sometimes when you obsess over things, it's just not good. But it makes good shit though.
It makes good music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so best part about being an artist is just like when you take a lot of time on some shit to like really put like I said this before, but put your heart and like your energy and time, and you know, like just all that work that you've seen, and you finally put some shit out, and like people see it and they appreciate it, like that shit means everything. Like even the smallest compliment, it'll be like somebody who doesn't like know me worth shit, and they'll like fuck with me, or like somebody who does know me, and I know that this is not even the type of music they like, but they're saying that they fuck with my shit and they like my vibe. They say like it's different, and they're like, I like that you're being you, and I'm like, I fuck with that shit. Like that's like I feel like that's the best part. Yeah, like it's a good ass feeling that people are accepting me for what I put out, and accepting me for, you know, like they like my shit because it's genuine. Like I said, we're all genuine. But worst part about it, I would say, is like sometimes you get like you sit there in a room for hours trying to like come up with some shit. You're like like he said, like your sanity, like you go fucking insane. Like when I hear a beat for so long and I'm like, bro, why don't I have anything to say? Like, why don't I feel like
anxious, right?
it makes me feel like, damn, like I started breaking down and shit and being like, damn, maybe like I'm not good at this shit like I need to be, or maybe I'm not who I think I am. Like I just start doubting myself. And I think that's the worst part about being an artist, bro. Doubt. Like if you have that shit, like any amount of it, bro, it just fucking, it goes across your whole body, and like it starts off so small, and the smallest thing could just take over your whole fucking mind, and you're like, all you're doing is just doubting yourself, and like that shit just drives you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I agree with like pretty much everything they said, man. The best part is not even the creation process. You gotta love the process, but it's like a hard work. You know, you work hard at the end of the day, and you like feel satisfied. You know, that's pretty much what it is. You like finished everything. You just put all this work, all this fucking stress, and all this like hell you just went through, and then you're like, wow, I can't believe I just created this shit. And then you put it out to the world, and people are like, they love it. Like even when one person just tells you like how much they love it and how good it is, you're just like, damn, I can't believe I created something that someone appreciates. Like, so that's the best thing.
It's like when you're fucking high school and you write an essay and you get a fucking an A on that bitch. You're like, damn, this shit feels good. Like I wrote this shit. I want to be smart now. The teacher's feeling it.
You get an A, you feel like you can do all types of
yeah. I feel that. Yeah, so that's the best part, I feel like. And then the worst part, like you said, is the doubt and just the mental like aspect of it. It's not even that. I feel like the doubt is even worse because it's like when you're not sleeping and you're like mentally like going to shit. Your mind is going to shit, and then you're just like still not putting out what you want to. Like it's not. You feel like the shit you're making is not like what it can be, and you just start like doubting and just thinking, it's like a vicious cycle. But you know, part of the process is getting through that, and you have your highs and lows as a creative. I feel like you like one moment you're like, I'm fucking greatest. Next you're like, maybe I should think about doing something else.
But I feel like that's like that in every career. I mean, the NBA, soccer players, they have their ups and downs. Sometimes they doubt themselves, like, do I really want to do this? You know?
I feel like anything where you gotta really expose yourself, that's what happens.
Yep.
It's to me, I don't know about them, but to me, it's just getting through it. It's like you in the trenches, or you like just in this shitty fucking place, and there's no way but to get through it. You over here down yourself, but it comes to that point whether you decide whether quit or just see it through.
Yeah. But do you think, like I'm talking about, that's more not emotional, but more a mental like stop. But is there anything physical that you do you just step away from it? Do you
take like,
man, I know y'all.
I go.
Chief it up.
I hit up my plug. I tell him,
I'm going through it right now.
Hey yo, I need a 3-5.
Some good shit.
A mental illness discount. Please.
I'd be like, bro, I need a smoke. What's up? He'll be like, bro, slide. I come. He rolls up a wood. Smoke. After that, bro, I'm ready to make a million songs just like that. Okay.
The reason I don't want to say that is because I feel like a lot of people get this false idea in their head that they can create better off like weed or drinking. That's not. Okay, hold on. That's not the. I want to warn y'all. That's not the case for everybody. Some of y'all be high and then go in the studio and sound worse. like motherfuckers think they Mike Dean, but like the only person I know who can do that is my nigga in the back. And I mean, Angel can do it, but he can do it sober too. I don't think it's the weed. I'm telling you, I think it's. I think it's just the like I said, it's a mental thing. It's also getting. That's what gets him out of it. He might just smoke and then get like. I would say take a break from that part. But I feel like just if you need to take a break, take a break. If you need to read a book, read a book. If you need to get a drink, get a drink. If you need to roll something, roll something. If you need to get some pussy, go get some pussy. Like it's whatever's gonna get you through. Everything that's gonna, like I said, you just gotta get through it. Find your way to get through it. If you gotta sit there for hours and just write nonsense until something good comes out, then do that. It's just you being willing. Like I said, you got to make a decision whether I'm gonna quit this or I'm gonna keep going through and see it through. So that's all it is to it. And I feel like that goes with anything. You're always gonna have, like I said, we live in a world with infinite possibilities. So there's always gonna be a million, billion different which ways to go. It's just up to you to choose one. And that's the hardest thing, because especially when you like a person like me who overthinks, so I feel like a lot of creatives are, you overthinking shit and you just get into this space that's kind of like hellish, you know? You just like kind of in a maze, running through mazes and shit. So I just say, man, you just gotta find whatever makes you feel the strongest, the most passionate, you know? And hold on to that. Remind yourself what you're doing this for, why you love it, and all those other things that mean a lot to you.
Okay, so like, bro, like, I'm just saying that on some like just casual day type shit. Like, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna, you know, that's me. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke like to just relax myself. I want to get relaxed, calm myself down. If I have too much doubt in my mind, you know, just, you feel me, get relaxed, get back in that mind state. Like, okay, like, let me work with my shit. Let me fuck with it. Let me do something different to it. Let me try to, you know, let me try to sing. Let me just try some shit, you know? And yeah, I didn't mean it like I need that shit like to like create. Like, I don't need that shit to create. I just, basically what I was saying is just to really get relaxed. Like, and however you find your relaxation is however the fuck you find your relaxation. But like, just getting to that point of just, let me gather myself back. Woo, tap into my zen real quick. Make some fucking fly shit. Like, point blank period.
Hey, since in a way y'all are like poets and stuff and writers and, you know, use your words, you get writer's block. And that's normal for whenever you create something. Your brain just needs a break and you come back to it later. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What about you? You got any,
Yeah, basically same shit, just like drugs. But, like, it's more of like to get in like people talk about flow state, and that's the shit that's the shit I'm trying to get at. It's not even drugs, it's just anything that like puts me into that state is that's what I'm gonna try to do when I get stuck. Yeah. But, yeah.
Anything in the future y'all want people to know? I know any songs. Someone asked if you're single. Are you single?
Someone asked if I'm single.
Yeah. Are you single? Are you high right now?
Am I high right now? I'm not high right now. Am I single? I'm emotionally unavailable. I'm emotionally unavailable. That's what I would say. Yeah.
So just you trying to.
I'm just trying to focus on me right now. Yeah. I mean, like, not to, you feel me? But.
So any new music y'all got coming out soon?
Yeah, I just dropped the album.
Yeah, my boy did just drop an album.
I did listen to that.
what's the title of the album?
Sugarfield.
I'll pop it up right now.
Why? What was the inspiration behind the album?
Like, what's the word? Overdoing shit. It's like humans need to find something and they like find some unknown meaning and they don't find it, so they just like self-destruct in the process. Trying to get to that shit. So,
Find a purpose.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. But oh shit, you want to announce the tag?
Go ahead and.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, Sugarfield out by GoodnightCarcrash. You know, that's out right now. We got Foil Sick on the way.
Yeah, we need to really start planning out for this whole like.
Telling you, it's coming. It's gonna be hard. We gonna really do some crazy shit, and there's many more, much more. We're always working. It's always gonna be some shit for y'all. Yeah. Just check us out. You know, don't sleep. You'll find something you love. We're really diverse, versatile with it. So,
yeah. So,
Foil Sick, bro.
All right, cool.
Word.
So
Foil Sick.
Wait,
when that comes
look
up,
it up.
One last question. So the name is Foil Sick.
yeah.
So what does that come from?
Yeah,
I feel like you should talk.
So I don't know. I just like had like the vocabulary things.
Yeah.
And it came up with a weird word, foil sick, and basically means like this feeling you get of like regret or like disdain for yourself when you share too much with a person.
Damn, I'm gonna write that shit down.
Yeah.
Oh God, what?
Yeah. So this tape is gonna be.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to give credit to nobody right here.
No, that's my idea. Yeah.
That's a good ass idea. Bro.
Yeah. But
Foil Sick. Bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like I said, this one's gonna be a vulnerable one, but I know it's gonna be great.
My bad.
It's gonna be
I
great.
just wanted to give you like the clear definition, just so you got like
For sure.
type shit. Feeling ashamed after revealing a little too much of yourself to someone, allowing them to clear a view on your pettiness, your anger, your cowardice, and your childlike vulnerability. Wishing that you didn't have a deep disdain for who you think you actually are.
Yeah. And
Boy, was sick, motherfucker.
yeah, I feel like I feel like as
2000 IQ, bro.
yeah, I feel like as creatives, that's some shit that we deal with constantly, especially as people who yearn to connect with people. So
Hell yeah.
so that's something you always gonna risk feeling, and I feel it a lot. So that's what the tape's gonna be. The theme of it is.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna close it out now. I really appreciate y'all coming, man. Y'all really talked
Hey,
it out,
no,
bro.
we appreciate you, man.
Fucking love that
we
shit.
appreciate you. Like, you always show love, bro.
We're gonna do this, dude, for sure. So I appreciate y'all coming, man. I'm gonna put all y'all little Instagrams in here too, and tell everybody to get ready for that song, man. Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it. There you go. All right. Good shit. Oh God, my bad.
Nice to meet you, man.